Hi, everybody. It is June 26th, Monday. And yeah, I'm just going to do a short video. And as you know, I'm not the guy to go to for all the latest intel or anything. I know what's going on. I get the bigger picture for sure. So I'm just going to tell you kind of how I see things from my perspective, which is, as you can tell, the truth is coming out. I mean, we are, all of us that have been kind of trying to hint to our friends of like there's something going on behind the scenes, we're in the process of being vindicated because yeah, the criminals are going to be brought to justice. It's slow because they're really fighting against it, but we've known that from the beginning. So as this rolls out, it'll become more obvious. Like and uh, narratives like, for instance, 9/11 and uh, the pandemic, sort of. I'm trying to be careful what I say, so because I want this video to go up. But yeah, those things are going to be more exposed as time rolls on. Uh, I mean, I get the bigger picture all the time, so I sort of understand it from outside of what's going on in the in the planet world, sort of. Speaking of that, that's another thing that's going to be coming up more and more. The fact that our government has been dealing with off-world entities and things like that, and reverse engineering spacecraft. And stuff. I mean, all this stuff is going to keep coming out. So it'll kind of almost reach a peak, from what I understand, by the end of this year. And then it'll be pretty common knowledge with most people. Then it's about filling in the gaps and for everybody to understand the larger story. From my perspective, I'm just sort of looking at it like, understanding how this matrix sort of works is we are, our consciousness is actually driving the storyline constantly. And that's what makes it so powerful when you control the media, for example. Because if you can get it into our psyche, we sort of manifest it. So that's why don't ever buy into the fear stuff. That's just, they're in a sense trying to make it come true. So once you understand how this system works, you can not only avoid all that, but then you try to steer it, and that's what I've been doing for probably my whole lifetime. But I'm just saying, trying to steer the narrative, and whether you call it a timeline or not, basically into a positive ending. Now, I've been shown how this ends, so like I'm really just watching this show play out. So, from my perspective, I'm just watching people, uh, you know, not only fall for the fear, but also it's almost as if they have soul contracts to fill out these certain scenarios that they're willing to invest in. So that's the problem. So like, because we're along for the ride, we want to wake people up to going, hey, don't fall for it. We're being messed with. We're being played. Along with, let's try to stay positive. So it's difficult, and that's why it is a war. It's a war for our minds, if anything, because people don't realize that our minds are connected into anything physical, and we manifest our future. We manifest our reality even right now. So luckily for me, I live in a pocket of all by myself. I work by myself, self-employed artist, and I just stay focused on the future, as in like I know that the free energy is coming out, the med beds are coming out, like a lot of really positive things, and that's kind of what I'm just focusing on. So I'm just staying working on lots of different projects, manifesting the future, a really positive future. That's kind of what a lot of light workers or star seeds came in here for, is to anchor in that positive thoughts, because our thoughts are really more powerful than people realize. And I'll talk way more about this when we're free to talk openly, because I know how the system works, but I can't say it on this channel at this time. So I'm just saying this is, we we won the overall war. We're just sort of playing out these, whether it's a sold contract or just things that people bought into. We just have to kind of wait for them to stop manifesting a negative future, and then because once they realize, I'm talking about our controllers, not only are they losing, and they're losing big time, the numbers are getting smaller, everything. They're not capable of doing what they used to do. Uh, but I'm just saying, we have to sort of hint or try to steer these people that have been falling for these negative suggestions, and they've been kind of manifesting them. We got to steer them back into, like, no, think positive. No, there's not going to be asteroids destroying the world. There's not going to be an atomic war. None of that stuff is going to happen, especially if you don't make it happen. So basically, yeah, just stay positive, and that's why I've been always saying that. Just stay positive, and it's working. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to. I'm just riding this out, just like everybody else. I'm just staying positive and waiting for everybody to help turn this ship around, and it's going to end positive. Like, it'll be worth it in the end, you guys. So yeah, just stay strong, stay positive, and it is working. Okay.